This is Michael Farragher. You might know me as Between the Borders from the Discord or Michael F. from the Battletech beta forum. I wanted to show you guys how to set up either streaming or recording service. Ironically enough, this is my second attempt at it because the first one I recorded poorly. But that's my point. I've just started doing this. I don't understand it. Therefore, if I can do it, you can do it. What I've got here is actually what's doing the recording right now. Open Broadcast Studio, I think. Or is it Open Broadcast System? Whatever it is, it's OBS. And this is recording live right now at just under 30 frames a second. Right here it says stop recording. Obviously I pressed start recording and that's what made it start. I'm currently still trying to dial in some of the settings in here. But let me show you a few of the settings. I have a second instance open here because if I start playing with the recording one too much, obviously bad things happen. So in here, a lot of this is actually set up by the wizard, the install wizard they have. Almost all the stuff I've been playing with, I've reset. I'll show you a few exceptions. Stream here, if you end up streaming on a service like Twitch, set your location. This is where the stream key goes. The stream key is basically your username and password all rolled into one. Never share it with anyone, never put it on stream. They are very vocal about that in the Twitch world anyway. Let me switch back over to simple mode here. So what we have here is a video bitrate, which I forgot to reset. That's pretty impressive. I have a hardware encoder. This doesn't work on my laptop. It works on this because I have an NVIDIA card in it. I think that's why that works. Recording quality, same as stream. Right here I've changed this to MP4 instead of FLV. I'm probably better off if I switch back to like MKV, but it's mostly a preference thing, except the MP4, as the big warning says, will not fail safe if you have a power loss or anything. It will not be recoverable. Audio is the audio. Video, you can set up the canvas size and the scaled recording resolution. These, play with at your own risk, but the smaller one will give you less overhead. I've never played with any of the hotkeys. The advanced settings here, I think I've touched them once or twice and turned them back. Do not save the changes. So this is the OBS, basically front end. From here you can see this is the display that we've got, and here's the watermark. Boop, boop, layer depth. With the system that we have here, let's start a new one just to show you. My apologies, the screen is kind of far away and that corner is covered. So I'm not going to bother to name the scene, but now we are in a new scene. This is blank. If you click the plus sign here, then you can do things like add a new scene, which is a bit recursive. Don't do it unless you really, really need to. You can add text. You can add an audio input, which, as you can see, first off, it's picking up my microphone. I don't want that right now. I'm doing the audio in post. But what else it does is it picks up the desktop audio. That means anything that would be giving you audio, like the game, will be recorded on this channel. What you're probably going to want to do, I think Browser Source runs a web page. If you want to do streaming the way the big streamers do, you'll have to learn about this stuff. I can't teach you. Display capture is what I'm using to capture the entire display. I wouldn't. What you want is window capture. That is not the window we want to capture. Battletech, on the other hand, is. Now, match title, otherwise, again, the computer's far away. I'm having trouble reading text this size. This gives you something that will automatically pick up on the game again when you restart it. But as you can see now, we have a major issue. We don't see the right, we don't see the bottom. It has to do with a mismatch in resolutions. There are little corner holes that you can grab and pull. Then if you grab the middle, you can drag it around like this, like so. And boop. Kind of snaps to the corners, and now we see the entire screen. From here, we could start recording. But Battletech has a bit of a glitch there. A bit of a... let me switch over to the scene. There, now we should only be seeing the Battletech. There's a bit of a glitch here. No, it's not a glitch. Unity, Harebrained Schemes, and pretty much every game designer expects that when you are playing a game, you are playing the game. What that means is it's trying to run as fast as possible. So if we go down to the settings here, video, advanced settings. If we end up just leaving it as is, that's how I started giving like Prussian Havoc and everybody those really terrible 2 frame a second videos. No matter how fast my computer was running, it wouldn't have time to actually encode the video. On the laptop, that's one thing. This computer has more than enough horsepower to do it. But when it was telling me I was getting 100 frames a second in game, 2000 frames a second in the menu here, it meant it. It was rendering all of those frames. It was running as fast as possible because the game thought, well, they want me to render as fast as possible. I'm the only thing running. That's just wrong. Now you can do all sorts of things with changing process priorities and stuff that I don't think I'd suggest to you. Or you can go down here and turn on VSync. I have a 60 Hz monitor. That means it caps it at 60 frames a second for the game. If you have a 240 Hz monitor, I don't know what to tell you. But you set up the VSync. Yes. You set up the VSync and it will cap your frames. That means that you will end up getting, as we see, wrong window. As we see down here in the corner, we are getting 30 frames a second. That way, we actually render only what we need to and capture everything we can. That will be your biggest bugaboo, or at least it was my biggest bugaboo, outside of Windows not liking microphones. I don't get it. I still don't get it. But that would be the biggest problem leading to poor performance. That's actually just about all I've got. If you need to know anything about streaming, I don't know. If you need to know anything about uploading to YouTube, it's actually pretty simple. Find your video and upload it to YouTube. Audio post-processing, I've done that before. I'll be doing that on this one. There's one other thing. The instructions are already on the website. I'll link those to you once I get all my ducks in a row. But there is a way to do a borderless full screen by sort of playing with the way windows are displayed in Unity. I'll link that in. You'll be able to take care of that. You always want to run Battletech in a windowed mode. The full screen, at least on my computer, doesn't capture correctly. If you have like the NVIDIA Shield recording stuff, I hear it doesn't work with this at this time. So that's about all I got. If you have any other questions, please let me know. If I'm wrong on anything, please let me know. And this is what I wanted to do. This is where I want people to be, where every single person who wants to stream can, and the only thing that stops them is a lack of desire. It's not they don't know how, it's not that it's never been explained, but everyone has the capability if they want it. Anyway, I'm Michael Farragher. Once again, thank you very much. Take care and be safe.